No, I don't care about the short story. I want to see the balance. Give me the balance, Blizzard. Give me the balance. No. Yeah, there's a balance update today, apparently. All right, boys. There we go. Blah 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 blah. All right. So we're gonna start with these blurbs, and then we'll move down to the actual changes. Okay. Thought we had some concerns regarding the matchup going into the current. Though we had some concerns, the changes to Zerg seem to have been offset by changes in the map pool. Currently, we feel TVZ is very diverse and dynamic, with possibly the highest number of strategies being employed from both sides in the matchup ever. Actually, yeah. Yeah, I'd say so. Ooh, we like to call it the rise of popularity of mech, transition from battlecruisers into bio, and general lurker play. Overall, we're this matchup develops. I think TVZ is actually in a really good state right now. Or ZVT, rather. Yeah, same thing. A lot of trends we've noticed and much of the feedback we received on this matchup focuses on the early game. Early tank pushes have become less powerful and less common due to battery overcharge. Which was where a lot of Terran players would win, actually. One of my drops, the Fast Armory, is a new opening that popped up with mixed success. Yeah, I was saying, like, right when I saw that change, I thought those would be very popular. I haven't seen too many of those, though. Earlier in the patch cycle, Hellion-based openers saw both a rise in popularity and success, which we believe is due to a combination of how commonly Protoss players rely on certain variations of Blink openers, and recent changes to the map pool. Though there's some contention on this topic, our current belief is that, given an even early game, the rest of the game also feels even. And there's a lot both races can do to impact the outcome of the match. Overall, this is another matchup that we think most needs some time to breathe and develop. The introduction of battery overcharge PvP has seen an extreme shakeup since the last patch. It seems to be developing week by week, and no player we've reached out to believes they fully understand it yet. However, we'd like to discuss what we've been seeing in the matchup recently, phase by phase. In the early game, we've seen the introduction of brand new openings, such as One Gate Fast Expand and Nexus First. While some other players find these new openings interesting and exciting to play with, others dislike that the increased potential of viable builds could increase the impact of build order advantages. As for Proxy Robotics, best build in the game against Protoss. I've seen a decrease in the usage of his strategy. There's no clear consensus for exactly how much battery overcharge helps in defense. While it certainly helps to some degree, the most common feedback we hear is not really a make or break ability for this purpose. Because our original intention was not necessarily to completely swamp out this build entirely, and feedback is still developing on the issue, we're going to keep an eye on it in the future. Moving on to mid-game, we've been seeing a lot more Blink builds. We attribute to the fact about battery overcharge brides can provide on 2-3 bases. In addition, battery overcharge seems to have been very successful in discouraging the 3-base Archon Immortal Zealot all-ins we've been typically seen ending games in the past. Let's bring us to late game. Because of how mid-game now typically play out, 4-base plus PvP seems to be much more common lately, with Stalker, Disruptor, Carriers, Tempest, and Blink Dark Templar all making regular appearances. As a result, we've been regularly seeing some of the most epic PvPs ever played. It really feels this matchup has been blown wide open. Alright, now, the important matchup. Alright. ZVP. With few exceptions, the feedback we've received on the changes made to the ZVP matchup in the last patch indicate that they have been helpful. That is, the change to Queen range has been noticeable. The energy cost change to Revelation allowed it to be an effective creep clearing tool, and I hate that, by the way. And the increased range for feedback. Oh yeah, that's right, they buffed feedback. I totally forgot. Yeah, that's right. That's why it's been harder recently. Been significant late game interactions. Very. In addition, battery overcharge is shown to be a powerful defensive tool, especially when its first release Zerg were not yet used to its potency. On the flip side, Revelation's lower duration, while not a game breaker, does impact its use in the late game, thank fuck. It will also receive mixed feedback from players as to the impact of the bailing damage changes in the last patch. While many have told us that these changes have gone mostly unnoticed. Some players note that they've seen an uptick in stock Robobait compositions partially due to this change, especially from Korean Protosses. Parting, probably the most notable that does that. Ultimately, though, the last patch does not produce the lasting impact to ZVP win rates that we had hoped. Most of the feedback we currently receive about this matchup from professional level Protoss players remains similar to what we had received before, just to a slightly lesser degree. For reference, the majority of this feedback relates to the following: the efficiency of the Baneling, both as a combat unit and in a harassment role, the inability to clear creep without necessitating the presence of an entire Protoss army. Based on all this feedback, we are led to believe that while we were heading in the right direction with our changes, perhaps we had not gone far enough. In addition, we'd like to address the community's current stance on ZVP late game. Our perspective of that community... Okay, whatever. Fuck this. This is too much reading. I don't want to read. Let's just get to the changes. So they're reducing it even more. Okay. So, Banelings are gonna fucking suck against Bio. I mean, well, against Marauders. In our last patch, we made an adjustment to base Baneling damage, moving it from 20 to 18. But aired on the cautious side in terms of magnitude, because we didn't want to heavily impact TVZ. Now they don't give a fuck about heavily impacting TVZ with this, I guess. However, because we believe in the direction of the change, we've received feedback that it has gone mostly unnoticed in all matchups. Now, I find Marauders are surviving more and cleaning up my army more. Well, I know they will, Uncle Slim. But the thing is, like, cleaning up Bioterran when they go Mine Marauder, Marine Medevac is very you know? Former shots to kill an Archon. Well, you weren't really using them to kill an Archon, though. I mean, you kind of were, but the main point of Banelings was just to force micro out of the opponent while the rest of your army attacks. As well as they deal a fuck ton of damage. They punish people. For not microing. Because we believe in directional change, we've received feedback that go almost okay, blah blah blah. Take 4 more shots to kill Archons and Immortals, and 2 more shots to kill Stalkers compared to the original. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not too big of a fan of this. I'm probably gonna play Mutas more then. Yeah. No! 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 Increase the energy cost if you're gonna do this shit. What the fuck? Revelation duration. Increased from 15 seconds to 20 seconds. That 5 seconds is pretty big, alright? And, like, the thing is, they reduce the duration of it, but they also reduce the energy costs in accordance to it. Or in whatever. In relation to the amount that they change the duration. But now they're not changing the energy cost of it. You should always have it stay like that. Because now this is actually just a buff in general. Same energy, but longer duration. Alright. This changes to increase level. Yeah, fuck you. I hate this change. I really don't like this. But then again, what do I know? I'm only a 5.5k Zerg. I really don't like it, though. Void rate cost decreased. Okay, this isn't... That's whatever. So these though. These two things right here. It's a 6-second reduction in build time. It's not too huge. But it makes it so reacting to Corruptors is much easier for Protoss. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Obviously I'm not happy that Protoss is getting buffs, but it's also like, you rarely see Void Rays on their lonesome anyways, right? This is going to be much better for holding all-ins on top of the battery, first of all. So Roach all-ins won't be as good. Roach Ravager all-ins won't be as good because you'll get the Void Ray out. But 6 seconds, it's 18 seconds to get 3 Void Rays out. Or 12 seconds quicker to get 2 Void Rays out. And basically, you're at that point, once you get 3 or more, you're safe. Yeah. But you know what? I really don't know. I really don't know how I feel about this. Because, yeah, I agree with this. These commonly used units makes sense to me. But you're kind of just making it so Stargate openers are completely impervious, almost, to early game all-ins. Should it be like that? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe, actually. Because Stargate openers aren't really even aggressive, right? They're more economic and defensive. So, I mean, it would kind of be fulfilling that role more. I think Void Rays would be more common to clear Overlords with. Because it also has that second utility as defending against Ling Run buys, or just any unit that doesn't attack air. So they also up the movement speed. So now, clear creep. Yeah. I guess. What? I don't like that. I really don't like... Oh my god. Wait, they're increasing the movement speed of Flux Veins too. By nearly 0.5 more. So basically, if you overextend by accident with Corruptors, instead of losing half of your Corruptors, you're going to lose all of your Corruptors, is what they're saying with this. Basically, boom. Is that faster than a Zergling? Let's check out the Mutalisk first. Okay, 5.6 from Muta. Well, let's look at the speed of Corruptors, too. Let's see if they're faster than Corruptors. Is there any mention of Zerglings here? Okay, they're almost as fast as a Zergling with speed. They're almost there. Mock creep. And they're faster than a Corruptor. They're just faster than a Corruptor. Before, Corruptors were 0.1 faster than Void Rays. And now Void Rays are 0.4 faster, almost. 0.36. So you're gonna lose all of your Corruptors if you accidentally overextend. Just for a second. Instead of losing half, like you would normally before, you're gonna lose all of them. Because the Resistance Recall needs extra speed as well. Yeah, I don't know about that change. I think this should have stayed. Or at least make it the same speed as the Corruptor. Don't make it much faster than the Corruptor. In almost every Zerg unit. Fucking hell. Damn, dude. I don't know. Maybe I'm just whining for no reason. Because I'm not too smart of a player, but I don't think this is good. I don't think this is nice. Carrier. Okay. Interceptors belonging to a carrier that has been neuroparasited will no longer draw aggression from units belonging to the carrier's original owner. Okay, so I think this is a good change. Not for Zerg, obviously, but it's kind of like, I think this is like one of those changes that they should make. I mean, they took the weakest unit. It's not the weakest unit. It's just... Okay, I guess overall it is weakest. But, like... over-buffing it. I don't think that's the play. Buffing it a bit, yeah. But, you know... Now it's going to be one of the strongest units against late game Zerg. I honestly think this will just make Hydra styles more common. I don't know. But Void Ray is definitely, like, it's useful as it is right now. The thing is, though, yeah, it's one of the least commonly used units in the game. I think Disruptors are used less than Void Rays in terms of TVZ. Well, Uncle Slim, Microbial Shroud actually does have some use right now. I'm going nuts, but I think Rose are going to be hilariously... Yeah, I think they're going to get... Yeah, I think they're going to be very strong. But then maybe it's not as big as I think it is. Maybe I'm just not understanding this properly. Change to 75. If it did like a 50% damage reduction to Storm as well, I think that'd be nice. It'd be very useful. But at that point, I think it'd also be a bit broken. I have no complaints about this change. Neural is kind of very, very powerful. I'd even say it's broken. Against Protoss, that is. Because if you're drawing aggression, then that's not good. I don't think if you neural any other unit, it draws aggression, unless it's the only unit there. And even still, I'm not too sure. I don't think it does. It's not cost effective. Hydra with Shroud versus Carrier. I'm pretty sure Hydra's with Shroud are actually like really fucking strong. Against carriers. Only carriers though. Only carriers. Do you want to we can test that after this, okay? Because with +3 armor, they're fucking insane. I think they're actually better with +3 armor than they are with like against +3 attack than they are with 0 armor against +0 attack. I'm not too sure though. It's actually bugged right now. I don't think it's a bug though. Isn't that intended? Because like it halves the damage and then takes armor into effect, right? It's been like that forever. Like since its induction. I remember testing this early on. So I thought it'd be kind of useful. Looking at behind a wall was kind of like, nah. Now it has use because you don't have to commit too much to getting it. And you can just make a few infestors, let the energy pool up, and then use it. So they're just making late... What the fuck is this? Wait. Tectonic destabilizers. What? No. Well, more Tempest means less carriers. So it could be nice. Or less Void Rays. I don't know. I think I'll take one of those over the other. Just saying. I think Tempest is actually the worst unit Protoss has right now. Until this change. So, Uncle Slim, that's my... Yeah, I think the Tempest is worse. You, like, never see Tempest. And you shouldn't see Tempest, because Tempests are absolutely dog trash. Dog shit? Whatever. I don't like this, man. I don't think it was intentional. Right now, our Voids are worse? No. No. I think Voids are just better. Because Voids, So the position Void Rays have right now against Zerg is they're basically the anti-corruptor. They're the thing that makes your carriers survive if corruptors come out of nowhere. If you have Tempest instead, Their role is to be like a long-range siege unit, but you can already do that with carriers, kind of. And the thing is, yeah, so PvT Proxy Voider is probably going to be fucking terrible. Terrifying. Real talk. Or Proxy Tempest as well. Maybe because of this upgrade. But then again, it's kind of expensive. I don't know. But yeah, Kuna Matata. I don't know how much it's going to affect PvT, but I think Shieldberry should be nerfed anyways. Buffing really good. Second, late game infos are bad. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Overall, I'm not too happy with the changes. Some of them I feel, I guess I'll say in conclusion, okay? So in conclusion, I think that overall the changes are okay. Except for the Void Ray. I don't like this that much. But I'm gonna be real, I haven't been seeing Revelation as much. So, thinking on it again, maybe. But I'm okay with all the changes. I guess I'm okay with this one. I'm not too happy about it, but I can understand the reasoning. But I don't like the Void Ray changes. This is... I'm fine with this. I'm actually pretty fine with that, I think. I guess I'll have to wait till I see it in game. The Tempest change there. But I'm okay with the changes, except for the Void Rays. The Void Rays just seems a bit too much. Just, you won't be able to run away with Corruptors anymore. A unit that already counters Corruptors, there's no counterplay around it. Really sucks. Alright, we went over this. Overall, what do you guys think? How are you guys feeling about this?